Hey, good morning and welcome to this webinar where we're going to talk about how to get real estate listings in a tight market, right? Where the inventory is limited and the buyers are out there, right? Interest rates are low, the buyers are out there, they want to buy, but the inventory is just tight. And so the competition for those listings is fierce. And whether we're talking about short sale listings or whether we're talking about FSBO listings or expired listings or divorce listings or probate listings or, getting listings by orchestrating referrals, right, from your center of influence. I mean, there's competition for referrals. It's because the people who know you and like you as a realtor probably know another realtor that they like too, and if not three that are working them, right, because it's tight out there. So in that kind of an environment, how do you go compete for listings, right? Because if you get a listing right now, and in that sort of environment, you can double end it, right? You can hold it open because you understand the purpose of a listing is to get another one, and you can hold that thing open every day until you get the buyers, right? Save your seller some money in the process, make yourself a little more money in the process, and that's a great position to be in. So we're going to talk about how to get listings in a tight market where the inventory is just tight and there's a lot of buyers out there. Okay, so my name is Chris Silveda. I'm the founder of Simple Listing Solutions, and you can learn more about us and myself over at simplelistingsolutions.com. What we do is we help real estate agents just get listings in a way that's simple, doesn't cost you $10,000, right? You don't need a box with a 500-page workbook and 97 hours of videotapes and audio trainings and some coach across the country who doesn't sell houses and things like that, right? You don't need Brian Buffini and Craig Proctor and Tom Ferry and Mike Ferry and Joe Stumpf and Howard Brenton and CDPE and Program 3648, Harris University, and just la, 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 la. There's a lot of stuff out there, Zillow and Realty.com and Truly. There's just a ton of stuff. You can spend money all over the place and not end up with a listing, right? Or you can go knock on some doors this afternoon and get a listing and you say, wow, that was free. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to be a door knocker. What I am saying is that there's some time-tested, proven ways of getting listings, and there's some stuff that you guys can all do right now if you've got a marketing budget or not, if you're a veteran or a rookie, right? Because I've worked with veterans using this system right now that are getting 3, 4, 5 listings a month, like Rick Geese with Remax Advantage out in Macomb County, Michigan. Right, and Latrice Williams, who's a brand new agent who just got her first listing last week. It's a $600,000 listing, and she can't wait to hold it open and hold it open and hold it open and leverage it, right? Because the purpose of a listing is to get another one, right? Meet all the neighborhood homeowners, right? Open houses, they're not for buyers. They're for all the neighbors to come over and meet you and greet you and fall in love with you and have a cup of coffee and hang around and listen to the smooth jazz and talk about the market and really get to know you. That's what open houses are for. Right. Buyers are welcome to come, but that's not what they're for. And the only reason I share that little open house strategy with you before we get started here is because I'm going to show you how to go get a listing, but when you get that listing, you've got to turn it into your next listing. That's the game, right? 1 leads to 2, 2 leads to 3, to 4, to 5. When you know how to leverage and execute. Okay, because agents out there, they're all competing. A lot of them are doing the same stuff as the other ones, but some of them just execute at a higher level. Like if they go knock on a door and somebody answers it, they look sharper, their dialogue is better, their offer is better, right? Their personality was better, they smiled more, they had a sparkle in their eye, more than you, right? Or more than the competition. Or when people didn't open the door, like most of the times, they had something to leave behind that was meaningful and valuable and made people call up and say, hey, I got your thing, right? So execution. All right. So that being said, let's talk about how do you get listings? Like how do you go out and get listings as a realtor? Mail? We can mail. The problem is realtors, mail works. Mail works really well if you know how to work it, right? And I'll show you how to work mail. Mail's a real good thing, but most agents just spin their wheels and waste money on mail. They don't know how to mail and they don't know what to mail. All right. So mail is one way. Right. Print ads in like Harmon Homes, Homes and Land magazines, things like that. I got a big line through that because I'm not going to talk about them really because those are expensive. And I'm just going to talk about simple. Today we're going to keep it simple, keep it cheap, let's go get listings. Things that we can just do simple and cheap. Because you can spend a lot of money for a listing or you can spend no money for a listing or you can spend a little money for a listing. It's up to you. Right. Execution. So mail, print ads, cold calling expireds and FSBOs works. Right? If you've got good dialogue skills, if you're good on the phone, if you're good at objection handling, if you're good at scheduling appointments, if you're good at selling yourself and having a unique service offer that people say, oh, and you can engage with people right away on the phone, right, and stick with them when they're trying to hang up on you, you can do that. You can do it, and agents are doing it every day across the country, and they have been, even through the down market. Door knocking, very lucrative if you know how to do it. Right? If you know how to execute at a high level. Executing at a high level means, first of all, you got to pick the right neighborhood and the right doors to knock on, and you know how to do that. Right? Number two, you know what time of day to go knock so that you're not self-sabotaging. Right? Number three, you understand that a lot of people just aren't going to open the door, and so in that case, what are you going to do, just walk away? No, you got to fully leverage every single door, so then you have to leave something behind. What do you leave behind? Well, it's not the thing that your title rep gave you that's like the San Diego Padre baseball season schedule, because a lot of people, they're not going to care. Right? So what do you leave behind? Right? We're talking about execution. So mail, if you can execute effectively, you can get listings through the mail. Door knocking, if you can execute effectively, you can get listings that way. Cheap, free. Right? You can purchase leads online. That's really expensive. You can orchestrate referrals. You all ought to be doing that. Of course, that's like the foundation of any real estate practice, is orchestrating referrals from your center of influence. Then you go out and you go after strangers. But orchestrating referrals takes a lot more than a little heart on your business card that says, I love referrals. See, that's not a strategy. That's just a sticker. Right? So you've got to have a strategy to orchestrate referrals. And if you do, and you just have some systems in place to do that, then you're doing some business and you're getting listings in this environment. Right? Craigslist. Can you get listings from Craigslist? Of course you can. Of course you can. It's free. It's fast. It's easy. Why not throw that line in the water? Right? Think about, like, I have a fishing background. I grew up here in Southern California, spent a lot of time down in Baja trolling lures around the Sea of Cortez trying to fish for marlin and dorado and tuna and things like that. And so I like to use this fishing analogy. Like, if you go down to the pier to catch fish, you could bring one fishing rod or you could bring 5. Right? And if you bring 5, you just increases, your chances of catching a fish 5-fold. Right? And what if you try a different bait on each line? You can cast them out there, and then you can see, hey, which bait's working better. And then what if you cast them out, you cast a couple over by the reef, and then you cast a couple out over the sand, and you go, hey, I'm catching more fish over by the reef using this bait. And then you get all your 5 rods, and you get them all over by the reef using that particular bait. Now everybody's got a fish on, right? You're loading up your bucket. So mail is one fishing rod that you can very effectively learn to use. Right? Door knocking is another fishing rod that everybody can very effectively use. So is orchestrating referrals, Craigslist, right? So is Facebook pay-per-click ads. Right? Oh, I can't afford a Facebook pay-per-click ad. Sure you could. You have a $5 daily budget, right? Set it up for 5 days a week. That's $25 a week. So, those are all things that you could go do to get listings. Mail, print ads, cold calling, expireds and FSBOs, door knocking, buying leads, orchestrating referrals, beating the bushes, right? Craigslist, Facebook, pay-per-click ads. There's other stuff too. But what we're going to talk about right now is mail, door knocking, a little bit of Craigslist and Facebook. All right. So let's talk about leveraging information. Execution, right? Some agents, they just go, they do it, and then some execute at a really high level, and they get it done. It's the difference between, I did that, and then, I got it done, right? Doing something and getting something really done, kind of two different things. Steve Jobs, he got it done over at Apple, right? He executed. They executed at a really high level in that industry. And now so does Samsung, don't they? So think about this. When it comes to leveraging information to get listings, you got to ask yourself, and this is an important question, and we're all going to laugh a little bit because I'm a realtor just like you guys. What percentage of agents send out just listed or just sold postcards to the neighborhood around their listing? Now, this is key. Within 24 or 48 or even 72 hours of either listing a home or closing an escrow. Right. They got it just listed or just sold. It went out to the whole neighborhood around their property within 24, 40, or even 3 days of listing or closing. What percentage do you think of agents do that? Right. You think maybe, I don't know, half of agents? No way. No way. 35%, maybe like a third. Do you think a third of agents do that within 72 hours? They got their just listed or just sold out? No, they don't. 15%, you guys think maybe 15% are doing it? How about fewer than 6% of agents? Like within 3 days of a just listed or just sold, they don't have anything out in the neighborhood. There's, people, I'll put a sign out there next week, and then people, the neighborhood, they'll take a flyer. Okay, right. Todd, is that executed at a high level? Not really. Not really. And so you can take advantage of where other agents just sort of flub it. Right? That's your target-rich environment, right? Leveraging other agents' listings to get more listings. Leveraging, of course, your own listings to get more listings, right? But then you don't have any? Okay, go leverage other agents' listings to get more listings, because God knows they're not. They're not. So stop, first of all, and this is going to sort of allude back to what I said earlier, that agents, they mail out a bunch of stuff that just sellers don't want. Right? Sellers. When you mail to a neighborhood, who are you looking for? Sellers. Who do you want to read your thing? Sellers. Who do you want to reply? Sellers. Everybody else, whatever. You don't care. You want the sellers. Right? So stop mailing and handing out and leaving behind things that sellers don't want. Right? Paul Carlson, all the respect in the world to you. I'm sure you're a great agent. Keller Williams, great brokerage. But this is not what sellers want when they open their mailbox. They don't want Paul Carlson, your difference in real estate. I don't know how many, he's in the Twin Cities area, but I don't know how many agents there are in Twin Cities, but in San Diego County, there's like 30,000 licensed agents. And so if I say that I'm the difference in real estate, yeah, right. What does that mean? That's just all about me. In this case, that's all about Paul. I'm the difference. That's just hyperbole. People don't listen to that. Betty Boop is your real estate pro. That's great. Betty Boop? Is that really her name? I mean, she's cute, but really? Betty Boop? Anyway, when it's time to sell, call Betty. And Realtor on the Run, I grabbed her. She looks like an old girlfriend of mine. And she's cute. But that doesn't mean anything to me. The Realtor on the Run. Good. Keep running. Right. Look at this girl with her face stuck to a pole. It says, here's sticking to your New Year's resolutions. Isn't that cute? One New Year's resolution is to remain the #1 Drew Valley real estate agent. Well, good for you. That's all about you. And remember, no one sells more homes in Drew Valley than the Peters Company. Well, good for the Peters Company. You guys are probably getting rich. Don't need my help. Good luck. Who's this? Anastasia. She's cute. Great. Yellow, black. Boy, this thing pops out. Committed to assisting you with all your real estate needs. You've got my firm commitment. Hyperbole. Just sales hyperbole. This guy, top office individual producer. Top office individual. If I knew what that meant, I might be able to figure out that he's in his office. He's the #1 producer. But then how many people are in his office? 1? 2? Right. And he's a multi-million-dollar realtor. Is that his house back there with the Mercedes in the driveway? My gosh, that's impressive. I'm intimidated. I don't want to work with that guy. He doesn't need my money. He's got plenty of money. So all that personal promotion stuff, great. Great. I hope it made you feel good, but it doesn't do anything for you. Personal promotion is all about you. Right? Direct response is all about them. Right? Direct response is all about them. So what exactly do sellers want? You need to know. If you're going to be a marketer with a real estate license and you want to go farm neighborhoods and dominate, right, and work around just listeds and just solds, because when a listing comes on the market, it's like a mushroom. There's going to be 2 or 3 more, 4 more popping up around it. Boom, boom, boom. Just a matter of time. Right? Neighbors are watching. And so what exactly do sellers want? Well, besides a bucket of money for their house, right? What sellers want is accurate, real-time home value reports, right? Tell me exactly what my home would sell for real-time. I want solid, comparable sales data, too, to feel good about this thing. I know Zillow can't do it for me. And by the way, that's a leverage point we're going to talk about in a minute too. Leveraging opportunities in information. And we do that with our words, right? Words, whether they're written down or whether they're spoken, in a dialogue at the front door, or whether it's on a video or whether it's over the phone, with our words, right? So what sellers want is accurate real-time home value information on their house. They also want neighborhood-specific market information. Why? Because they're going to use it between their ears to come up with accurate real-time home value for their house. Right? Why? They don't want to pay $300 for an appraiser. They don't want to talk to a real estate salesperson yet until they figure it out. So they're looking for information. They're looking for information. And it's not easy. I mean, it's not difficult for me to convince people that, look, these online generated computer reports from these national companies like Zillow, they're often wrong by thousands, tens of thousands. They don't know if there's pent-up demand in your neighborhood or not. They have no idea. They have no idea about the unique way that your property is situated on this lot right here with these killer views, and there's nothing else like it in the neighborhood. They don't know. So I could, with my words, it's very easy for me to tell people in a neighborhood that, hey, don't count on Zillow. Right? So think about that. All right, so let's talk about direct response versus personal promotion. Right? This is direct response. Almost. Right. This says your neighbors at 2225 Baton Road just sold for way over asking price in just 6 days. Right. Look at the house. Wow, that's over on Baton. Oh yeah, that's that place that had that sign out front. See the property details and pictures that just sold near you. Right. Learn how much I believe I could sell your home for in the next 30 to 60 days. Get a cash offer on your home in the next 72 hours. Got clutter? Considering selling? Free clutter removal, estate and garage sale services to help you make the move. Call QB today or visit the website below, justsoldnearyou.info. Right. Well, I'm going to go over here to justsoldnearyou.info because I want to see how much they got for the house. Because QB didn't tell me here on this thing, in this just sold thing that he sent out. He just said, hey, your neighbors just sold for way over asking price and it only took 6 days. That's pretty darn compelling. I'm going to go over to justsoldnearyou.info and I'm going to see how much they got. Right. So that's much different than a picture of somebody with their tongue stuck to an ice pole saying, I want to be the #1 millionaire this year. It's great. Right? This is totally different. Right? As is this. Find out how much your Danville home could realistically sell for in the next 30 to 60 days and check out recent neighborhood sales. Right? He put that right on the reverse side of his little postcard there. Right? Take a look at this. Your neighbors at 1157 Glenbrook just sold for full price in 1 day. See the details and take a virtual tour. 930blemmerroad.info. Right? Your neighbors around the corner, they just got full price. It took 1 day. See the details. Plus take a virtual tour and compare it to your own home. Right over at 930blemmerroad.info. Right? How about your neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen put their home on the market, see their asking price, and discover how much yours could sell for in the next 90 days. Right? OrchardGlenForSale.info. How about great family seeking 3 to 4 bedroom Village Park home? Want to sell them yours? Alternatively, I can bring you a cash offer on any Village Park condo. Right? VillageParkHomeWanted.info. Also see how much your home would sell for in the next 30 days. This little story here says, I've been watching Village Park like a hawk for this great family for more than 6 months now. They know where they want to live, and Village Park is it. They're fully approved and ready to purchase a 4-bedroom home or a 3-bedroom home with extra room, office space. Please call me right away. Right? If you have an interest in selling, meet Dan, my investor guy. He's always interested in purchasing any 1 or 2 bedroom attached condo units, right? Anywhere in the zip code, but particularly in Village Park. If you own a condo in Village Park and would like a cash offer without putting your home on the market, please call me right away. Right? Or go to villageparkhomewanted.info. Right? So these things, I can send them out. Check it out. Something like this, I've got 2 methods of delivery. I can use the mailman, right? Let him do the work for me while I go out to the beach and bring my laptop and check out my leads coming in. Right? Probably not, because you can't see your screen that well down there. I've tried it. But it says you can use the mailman, right? There's a program through the United States Postal Service that every realtor needs to know about, and it's called EDDM. It stands for Every Door Direct Mail. And you could get your jumbo postcards out to a neighborhood for 15 cents each. That means 1,000 homes cost you $150. Right? $150 for 1,000 homes. So if there's only 800 homes in your farm area, it's not even going to cost you that. It's probably going to cost you $110 or something, right? Hand delivered, jumbo, boom, and they're just done in the mail, out, right? And great family seeking home, boom. So you get this guy going to work for you for 15 cents a door. 15 cents a door, he's working for you, government employee, right? You don't have to pay his insurance or anything. Or you can save the 15 cents a door and you can hand deliver these things yourself to 25 or 50 homes around the subject property, right? And when they don't answer the door, you can just bend it in half and stick it in the crack of the door, like right up here at eye level, right? So when they come home and they pull it out, it says, great family seeking 3 to 4 bedroom home in Village Park. Want to sell them yours? What? Right? And who are you looking for? Sellers. You're not looking for people who just bought the house and just closed escrow last week. They're not moving anywhere for 6 years. They're not, you're not looking for them. Although they're going to look at this and go, great family seeking. Well, that's cool. Hey, I should tell Jill across the street who just said that, boy, she should have met us last week because she's going to be selling her house. I'll let them know, right? So there's a benefit to getting these things out, right? 25, 50, 75, 100 homes around a just listed or a just sold. Like if you're sending this out, your neighbor's at 2225 Baton Road just sold, then go hand deliver it to 50 or 75 homes around that subject property. But listen, do it the day after it closes escrow. It's going to close escrow at the end of the month on the 31st. So when it does, on the 1st, you should have these things out. Speed of implementation. That's how you execute at a high level. The day that thing closes escrow, you're going to beat the listing agent to the market. You're going to get out there and 100 people around that thing that just closed escrow. They already know what it closed escrow for because it just sold was already sent out to them and not from the listing agent because you were faster. You were faster. You're leveraging that listing agent's just sold. You're letting the neighborhood around to know, hey, check it out. It just sold near you.info. What just happened? Go find out. Now, I'm going to show you guys what these little lead capture, seller captures websites like just sold near you.info look like in a second. Right? They're real simple. So this is a system, right? And systems are what allow teenagers to operate a McDonald's franchise, right? It's not you. It's the system, right? Property comes on the market. Right? You make a little squeeze page, you make your little postcard, you get it out, either through the U.S. Postal Service EDDM program or hand-delivered, but you get it out there. And then while you're at it, go ahead and run a Facebook pay-per-click ad with a $5 daily budget targeting that zip code and put some free classifieds up on Craigslist. Get them out there. Right? So this is direct response, right? Great family seeking a home. Your neighbor's just sold, right? Your neighbor's just listed. Check it out. All right, so leveraging information, being the first one to get it onto the street. Agents, how long do they take to get out of just sold or just listed, if they ever do it? Right? You're fast. Boom. You're like Speedy Gonzalez. You got your neighborhood picked out. You got your farm area picked out. You're just watching it go, I'm going to do this one, this one, this one. And now listen, if you're advertising other agents' listings, not just solds, but just listeds, you need their permission. You can't just start advertising other agents. It's just listed. You can't do that, right? You have to have their permission. You can, and you'll get your hand slapped. And that's okay if you're not afraid of getting your hand slapped. But you may want to call agents and say, hey, listen, congratulations on your new listing. That's awesome. I hope I can bring you a buyer for it. In fact, I was calling, my name is Chris. I'm with, C21, Seashore, whatever. And I was calling to find out if I could help get that thing sold. Would you mind if I did some little classified ads and stuff and see if I could generate some buyers for it? Right? And you get their permission to advertise their listing. Now, if you call 10 agents, 4 or 5 of them may say no, depending on how well you execute over the phone. But 4 or 5 of them may say yes, too. Go ahead, have at it. I'm not going to send out a just listed. Yeah, I know. Right? Now, don't tell them, hey, I'm going to build a lead capture squeeze page, and I'm going to smoke you around this neighborhood. And I'm going to have you're going to come to your open house next weekend to see 2 listings down the street that are mine. Right? So that's a little system. And it's basic. Right? The system is the solution, not you, not your IQ, not your marketing budget, right? Your habit, right? Your habit implementing the system. Either you have a good habit or you don't. You have a bad habit, right? In fact, if I had a room full of realtors right now, 1,000 agents in a room, and I said, hey, what's your biggest marketing challenge? You know what it would be? It wouldn't be a marketing thing at all. It would be their habits. They would say it's consistency, it's lack of consistency. Chris, I know what to do, I just don't do it. And I know. Yeah. So how do you get consistent with a system like this? You look at a system, you say, hey, that's brilliant. I know it would work. It's proven. It's not like I'm a guinea pig. That's a proven system, right? And so how do I commit to it? How do I start a system like that and not stop next week when I don't get a listing fast enough? Right? What I do is whenever I start implement some new system into my practice or some new habit in my life, what I do is I do it with the mindset of I'm not looking for a result, right, short term. I'm looking to just create the habit of doing this every day, every week, 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from this time. I'm just looking to create the habit. The results, they'll take care of themselves, right? But if you make your first priority the result and it doesn't come soon enough, well, then you don't never form the habit, right? So the intention has to be, number 1, form the habit. Number 2, okay, then the results will come. Right. So this system just requires a simple habit called, at least once a week, but if you wanted to catch more fish, 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, select a subject property, right? Whether it's a just listed or a just sold. I prefer just listeds, right? I think you need to do both, but I'd have a balance of, say, 60-70% just listeds, 30-40% just solds, right? Just listeds generate more initial attraction, right? But just solds, who's going to just check out the just solds? Sellers. So, a couple times a week, select a subject property. That'll take you 10 to 30 minutes on the MLS. Get the photos and the property information. Now, you can't use the agent photos if it's not your listing. So does that mean you have to drive out to the property and take a photo? No. It means you go onto Google Earth and you just type in the property address and you go to Street View and you just snap the photo from there. Save it. Right. And if you can't save the photo, you guys can do this. You can go onto Google and you can just do a search for something called Green Shot Screen Capture. It's free software that you can download. It's shareware. It's free. It's totally safe. It's called Green Shot. And you can go find it on Google and you can download it. And it's screen capture software that allows you to take pictures of your screen. So then you can go on Google Earth, you can go straight to the property address, boom, pull up a Street View, and open up your Green Shot and just snap a photo of the photo, So that's how you get your photos in 10 to 30 minutes just sitting at your desk. So that's step one. Step two is build a lead capture website. And it's pretty simple because you just upload a photo and type in some text. And then you got to go buy a domain name, a .info URL. Usually you're going to incorporate the street name into it, like for sale on appleview.info, things like that. 3602 Orchard Glen just sold.info, right? $3. And it takes 15 to 20 minutes to build one of these lead capture websites. And it doesn't matter if you don't have any technical skills. If you can work in Microsoft Word, you can build one of these lead capture websites. I'm going to show you how. It's really easy, cheap, free. Well, they're free, except for the $3 domain name, right? Cheap. So step 3 is easily create your mail pieces because there's multiple template samples. You just open up a template, pop in the photo of your property, change the address, right? Put in your photo and your logo and type in your URL, print, done. Really simple. You don't have to be a graphic designer, have to recreate the wheel, right? And then just get it distributed. Either via, use your new government employee, USPS service, 15 cents a door, real friendly guy. People are not afraid of him coming to the door. Or you can just hand deliver it yourself. And when they're not home, you just stick it in the crack of the door at eye level, right? These things, right? That's what you do. Real simple. Select a property, right? Get your photos and property information together. 2, build the lead capture websites for however many properties you decide to do that week. Get your things all created, print it out, and go deliver them. You can do that every week. You can hand deliver them for free, or you can send them out for 15 cents each. Right? You can print them on your brokerage printer machine at the office. Hopefully, a lot of you guys, and just free. Right? The cost is only $3. You pay $3 and maybe 25 cents for a URL. Right? Cheap. This is a cheap system for getting listings. Right? So I'm going to shut this down. We're going to go take a look at some of those things. And when I say some of those things, what do I mean? I mean some of those lead capture websites. So this is a squeeze page right here. Right, I'll scroll down. You guys can see there's more stuff down here. But this is a lead capture, like a seller lead capture sort of website. Right? If this one is just hanging out at a domain name called justlistednearyou.info. Right? And this says newly listed La Jolla Fixers, absolute diamond in the rough. Details below. Plus, discover how much your San Diego home could sell for in the next 30 to 60 days. Oh, wow, look at all these photos. Because who's going to come over here to this domain name? Well, people in La Jolla, in and around this listing that this agent is marketing to. Because they're going to get that big postcard thing at their door through the mail, and they're going to go, oh, what? A La Jolla Fixer just came on the market? I'm going to go look. And they're going to look at it. And it says, Fixer at Windansea Beach in La Jolla. Here's your chance to own a home under $1 million in La Jolla. Located in the Windansea, by the way, my little birthplace, located in the Windansea area of La Jolla, this home has tons of potential to remodel, rebuild, or hold as a rental until you decide. Right now, it's a 2-bedroom and 1-bathroom home on a 5,500 square foot lot with a detached garage, currently utilized as a spare room. It's priced at $895,000. This home will sell fast. Contact me today. Here's my phone number. Listing courtesy of Berkshire Hathaway Home Service. Right. Please contact Kevin Andres. Here's my phone number. How much could your home sell for in the next 30 to 60 days? right? Here's my free Bullseye home value report. How much could your home sell for in the next 30 to 60 days? Now look, now I'm selling the sizzle with the steak, right? I say discover how much your home could realistically sell for in the next 30 to 60 days. Zillow and other computer-generated home valuations are often wrong by tens of thousands of dollars. My Bullseye home valuation report provides an eerily accurate estimation of what your property would very likely sell for in the next 30 to 60 days. Oh, wow. And if I wanted to, I could just put my RE/MAX logo right here, a big balloon, and I could put my face right here. I could ask different questions if I wanted to. I could customize this form. It's really easy. Right. But anyway, so I've got this lead capture squeeze page that says, hey, look at what just came on the market near you. Check out all the details. And by the way, you're curious to see what your home would sell for in the next 30 to 60 days? Right. And if you want to see this house, give me a call. I'm happy to show it to you. Right. And by the way, when you fill out this form, after find out how much your home sell for, scroll down a little bit. It says, if you're planning on selling, I'd like to interview for the job. Right. My name is Kevin Andres. As an agent and resident in Windansea, I thoroughly enjoy helping people purchase and sell La Jolla real estate. Been doing it full time, blah, blah, blah. Right. Plus, my easy exit listing agreement allows you to rest easy. My $1,000 seller guarantee gets you the price you need in the time we agreed. Right. Got clutter? Have you considered an estate or garage sale? I'll manage the whole process. Right. Professional home staging. Right. So this is a lead capture squeeze page that he's going to send people in La Jolla to. When they get that piece of mail, they're going to come over here and look. And if they're a seller that's thinking about putting their home on the market, they might be curious what their home would sell for in the next 30 to 60 days. Let's look at another one. 2225 Baton Road in Redondo Beach just sold in 6 days for $30,000 over asking price. Check out the details below. Oh, wow, I live in that neighborhood. That's right around the corner. That's that house. $30,000 over asking price? Let me look at the photos. I'm going to compare it to my house. Oh, yeah, look at the master bath. That's kind of clean. Yeah, that's a nice kitchen shot. 2225 just sold. Originally listed at $905. This 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,200 square foot sold in 6 days for $935. Wow, upscale detached townhome in North Redondo. First level, gutted, remodeled, walnut. Oh, that's cool. Call QB for more information. How much could your home sell for in the next 60 days? Bullseye home value report. Right? If you're planning on selling, I'd like to interview for the job. QB. Right? QB Vasquez. Right? And so these little pages, like this website that QB put together and built, you know how long it took QB? How long did it take QB? Let's go back. Right? So the system is, as I laid it out for you, right, was select a subject property. If it's your own listing, great. That takes 2 minutes. If you want to go look for another agent's listing that you can advertise, it may take a little more time. Give yourself 10 to 30 minutes. Go find it, get the photos and the property information. Photos, that's easy. Use Google Earth, right, and free screen capture software, and then just write down the details. 2, build your lead capture web page. That's what we were just looking at. Build your lead capture web page. Right. And how long does that take? It takes 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't matter if you have computer skills. It's fast and it's simple stuff. The way I've created it over at Simple Listing Solutions, you can all do this. Right. And then last but not least, right, create your mail pieces and then get them out into the world, right, on day one, faster than everybody else. Get them out. Get them out. And when you do it, what you're going to find is that your lead center is going to start to fill up. Right. Your lead center is going to start to fill up. What do I mean by that? Well, check it out. Here, this is my company, SimpleListingSolutions.com, and I began this little video saying, hey, we help agents get divorced, probate, FSBO, expired, work farm areas. That's what we do. We really focus on listings and making it simple and logical, so you don't need a 9,000-page workbook and hundreds of hours of videotapes, and you don't have to attend 3-day rah-rah conferences, and you just can go out today and start working. Right? Those things are fun to go to, but some people, you got to just go work. Right? And by the way, if you come over here to SimpleListingSolutions.com, I would like to invite anybody who watches this video in the future, right, or is on this webinar today, call our toll-free number, and you will get my voicemail probably, but I'll tell you what, I'll call you back. And I would love to talk to any real estate agent who's serious about getting more listings. I'll spend 15, 20 minutes on the phone with you, not trying to sell you stuff, right? But I'll ask you some great questions. I'll listen to understand, and in 20 minutes, I'll help you find some real good leverage points in your business and some things that you could go do to get listings, right? Feel free. SimpleListingSolutions.com, and that's our toll-free phone number right up there. And then, you know, if you want to talk to people, talk to Jenny in San Diego. Talk to Larry Martin out in Grand Rapids who did 200 transactions last year. 200 transactions. Think about it. 200 closed. I can't, you know, that's phenomenal to me. I'm going to move my little screen around here so I can put down this drawing tool. But, you know, Rick Geese right here with Remax Advisors. Rick Geese, G-I-E-S-E, Rick Geese. This guy's getting listings every week using the system I just showed you, right? Adam Manconi with Sotheby's out in Santa Rosa, California, right? Tom Reinberg down in Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, Chris, thanks. I jumped from 6 listings to, what does he say here? I just received 6 approvals within the last 30 days. Should be closing 4 to 5 of those within the next 20 days. I had 2 listings, and within months of jumping in and implementing your system, I rocketed to 28. 2 to 28. Add 26 listings to your portfolio. That's Tom Reinberg down in Jacksonville, Florida. Here's Ed Trivers with Coldwell Banker in San Bernardino, California. Right? I've been working with Ed for years. Right now, as we record this, it's July 24th, it's 2014. I've been working with Ed Trivers for years with Coldwell Banker. Every month he says, hey, Chris, here's my minor little payment to you. Right? I'm happy to give it to you because I'm getting business. Right? This is by far the best investment I've made in my 11 plus years in real estate. Not only does it work as advertised, but Chris is always available to help with any questions. Right? So what we do over here at Simple Listing Solutions, we're a little real estate marketing think tank, and we're constantly tweaking, developing, creating new tools, and refining the ones that we have and making them better through agent feedback. Right? But this little system that I just showed you guys for farming in and around just listeds and just solds and working in neighborhoods with, hey, I've got a great family looking for a home or find, it works. It works. In fact, it works. Here's an agent right here, Rick Geese, we just talked about with Remax Advisors. Let's go log into his lead center. Right? I'm going to log into his lead center. We're just going to look at his leads. So we're looking, what are we advertising out there through these things? Bullseye home value reports, right? Bullseye home value reports. Okay, so then you would think in his lead center, you know, he ought to have some home value requests, right, sitting in there. So I'm just waiting here to log into my back office here. And so I just hid my screen here from you guys for just a moment so you can't see all my stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff back here that you're just not allowed to see. So here's my screen. We're back on. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scroll down to this little thing that says Lead Center and Manage Prospects. We're just going to scroll through here real quickly. And we're going to look at these leads. And we're going to look at the dates. Right now, as I said, it's July 24th. So let's scroll down here. And we're going to see that all of these are May, June, July. For the most part, June, July. And they're all home value requests. Campaign is home value, home value, home value, home value, home value. Got about, I don't know, about 30 home value requests in here over that looks like maybe, let's say, a 45, 50, 60-day window. Right? Not bad. Not bad. And I recently talked to Rick Geese, and he's got multiple listings from the campaign. He's doing just fine. Right? It's working. So over here at Simple Listing Solutions, we provide you with all of the tools that you need, right, to work a farm area, to orchestrate referrals, like an awesome customizable newsletter called the Welcome Mat that you can send out to your center of influence. But more than that, more than the tools, the training, right, for getting divorce listings, probate listings, FSBO listings, expired listings, working farm areas, working your center of influence. Right? And all the tools come together in one package, right, called the Stealth System, which, by the way, includes your own web. Think about it like this. The Stealth System has thousands of websites in it, and they all belong to you. Right? There's one big primary, what I call your general information real estate website. So like if you were a Windermere agent, it might look like this. Right? And you could plug in your IDX, search for homes, and you could blog, have your blog over here and your Bullseye home. You could have all kinds of stuff over here, whatever you want. It's customizable. You got a bunch of pages you could have on here. You could insert videos. So you've got your own website, right? Your real estate agent website. And it's probably better than the one you have right now. right? So you get one of these, but you also get unlimited individual squeeze pages like this or like this for targeting farm areas, for targeting divorce, right? Divorce prospects. Let's look at a squeeze page for going after divorce prospects. Are you a homeowner facing divorce? Find out now for free whether your property is an asset or a liability and by how much. Right. There's some pretty cool stuff on here and some Facebook training where you run Facebook pay-per-click ads that I give that works. FSBOs, same thing. So over here at Simple Listing Solutions, when you purchase the Stealth system, it's only $39 a month. There's no contract, right? Right now, at the moment. Now, this will change because this video will get posted and hang out on YouTube, and so over time things will change. But the Stealth system includes all the tools you'll probably ever need for targeting FSBOs, like I said, expireds, probates, divorce, farm areas, center of influence, and then a ton of ideas. I'm on your team when you're using this system. I'm on your team. You'll have access to me, and you've got killer IT support, right? So that's what we do over here at Simple Listing Solutions. It's like right now it's a simple one-time setup fee of about $400, $397, right, to have your own customizable killer real estate agent website and unlimited squeeze pages for targeting all the different niche markets, right? Door hangers and postcards and letters, everything, right? It's all in one kit. So that's what we do at Simple Listing Solutions. I hope you got some great ideas today about going out and working farm areas, particularly around just listeds and just solds, and how and why it's such a no-brainer to leverage information. That's what sellers want. They want to know, hey, what just listed and what just sold, right? And so leverage that information smarter than the other. Sure, there's agents out there that send out comps, area comps, and they deliver it every month to their farm area, but that's just a piece of paper with like 50 things on there, pending, active, sold. I got to put on my reading glasses and sit there and kind of go through it and look at it and go line by line. It's like a spreadsheet, right? Agents do that, right? Be better. Be better. It's not hard. It's not hard. People will very easily go over here when they get a thing saying, just go to your neighbor down the street.info. What? You just got to make it compelling, right? The headline is compelling. The headline on the postcard, the headline when they get over here is like, I got to know more, right? And it's not hard. It's not hard. So that's what we do at Simple Listing Solutions. Thanks for not keeping us a secret. If you're a real estate professional and you're looking for more ways to get short sale listings or divorce listings, and, you know, I would love to join your team. So come on over here and get signed up, and we'll start working together ASAP. All right, go do good work. Bye.